threatening millions of Americans. In fact, at least 18 people in 4 states killed over the holiday weekend as some 24 tornadoes were reported. Maria Villarreal is in hard-hit Valley View, Texas.
A closer look at the terrifying moments an EF2 tornado touched down in Valley View, Texas, about an hour north of Dallas. Winds gusting up to 135 miles per hour as 200 homes and businesses destroyed, including this roadside gas station, which our Samara Theodora visited shortly after the tornado struck.
It was here at this gas station where 60 to 80 people ran for their lives seeking shelter, with one survivor describing this like a scene out of a movie.
Officials confirming this weather system is to blame for at least 18 deaths in 4 different states: Oklahoma, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Texas, where a 2-year-old and 5-year-old were killed.
In the moments that you're on the floorboard, what's running through your head?
It was scary. The most horrific thing I've ever gone through.
All right, well, Maria Villarreal, along with ABC News meteorologist Samara Theodora, both joining us from different parts of Valley View, Texas, just to give everybody an idea of the scope of damage here. Maria, starting with you, we know Valley View is a small town, and a lot of these homes, right, they don't have basements. So where are people going to shelter in place?
That's an excellent question, Kate. I mean, this tornado had left behind in its wake absolute devastation. You can see a lot of it right behind me. And in fact, that woman you just heard in our story, she rode out this tornado inside her car. Look at what happened to the rest of the cars here. I mean, there is debris scattered everywhere. Windows have been blown out. And if you take a look even further over, you can see that is a car that landed on several other cars. And absolute devastation to the gas station. You asked about where people sheltered in place. This is one of the few brick and mortar locations that people actually knew of, they were aware of, that they decided to come over and say, this is going to be safe for us to stay here. And look what happened to this. That's how powerful this tornado was. But really, this is one of the few spots here in Valley View that people actually had that they could go to.
Oh, that's so scary to think about. Maria, thank you. So Samara, tell us what things look like where you're at.
Yeah, well, I'm at that gas station. It was a shell, and now it's completely obliterated, especially on the right side. But what we're looking at this morning as the crews are arriving, the National Guard is here. They're beginning to set up a security perimeter, helping direct traffic as well. We also have Flower Mound, the Texas emergency crew that has arrived. So cleanup efforts are underway, but it was a different scene the night that tornado hit. I actually spoke with a couple who really described in great detail their horrifying ordeal.
The minute we got inside, we saw everybody, and the whole room it exploded.
You realize that this thing is way bigger than you, and far more powerful. So, you know, it's just something that that humbles you. It humbles you. It makes you realize how powerful nature can be. And it's nothing less than a miracle. And I'm so glad you're okay, Mama.
I'm glad
you're okay.
And, you know, that, just speaking with that couple, the emotion they had, the fear, the trauma, it was all very palpable. It was terrifying. And it wasn't just them. As we mentioned earlier, there were at least 60 to 80 people that huddled up inside this gas station. And somehow they were all able to remain unscathed and came out a few injuries, but everyone was able to survive. Kana?
Wow, that's an amazing story. All right, Samara and Maria, our thanks to both.
Well, devastating visuals are coming out of Texas today after a tornado tore through parts of Cook County. You're looking at video taken by Tommy Kerr, a survivor of the storm and resident of Cook County himself. He joins us now. Tommy, thank you for being here with us on Fox Weather. Can you walk us through your experience with the storm last night?
Well, shortly after we went to bed, it was just after 10 p.m. and I'm in the roofing business, and I could tell this wasn't hail hitting our house, but debris. The windows were taking quite a lot of hits, and it was pretty scary. I've lived in Dallas or in Texas most of my life, and this was one of the strongest windstorms I've ever seen. And I looked outside to my 45-foot flag.
5 foot flagpole, and it was trying to snap to the ground. It's steel, and it was, I mean, it was, 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 it was
it was about to break. And I have lights on this pole, and it was circular in motion, all the winds. And so I knew at that point we needed to take cover. My wife kind of joked that I was overreacting, but as soon as I had grabbed her, it was over. So it was very brief, but we were one of the lucky ones. I understand that this building that you're looking at here, there might have been some deaths. There were 7 unconfirmed deaths at this point in Cook County, close to me. This is about 2 miles from my house as the crow flies. And so we were lucky. That car right there was from that parking lot of that gas station into that field, and that was probably, I don't know, 150 yards away. It was pretty harrowing, and I've been through Hurricane Andrew. I know what it's like to go through serious storms. This was a bad one.
Wow. Yeah, when you dropped the name Andrew, that certainly adds some context to how bad this storm was. Now, tell me what you and your wife were doing at the time this storm hit. It was nighttime. Were you guys asleep? Did you wake up, or were you already awake?
We were trying to make room for our large dog in the middle of us on the bed because he was petrified. Okay? He's an old elderly dog, and he needs medication in these kinds of storms. We were actually in bed, and we had the shades drawn because I thought maybe some might come through the windows. So yeah, we had just slipped into bed, and I could tell that I didn't want to stay in bed. So I was running from window to window looking at all the winds outside. I have a lot of lights on the property, so I was starting to kind of freak out. Probably not a good idea to run around to all the windows in hindsight. I won't do that next time.
Well, that's a very good point. Yeah, during severe weather, we tell people to get away from the windows because those broken glass shards could become projectiles. But, you know, luckily you made it out okay. And it seems like you're fairly storm savvy. Let me ask you this. We've heard from a lot of people that have made it through the events of last night that at nighttime they saw the damage and they heard what was going on, but they truly didn't understand maybe the magnitude of it until the sun came up. Did you have that same experience? Did you see a little more clearly just the scope of some of the wreckage once nature's flashlight, so to speak, popped up over the horizon?
Yeah, there were a lot of downed trees on our street. It was a canopy of trees covering our street, beautiful canopy. That is devastated now. But once we have a spring.
Huh. There you go. All right then. Yes, give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you, beloved. We are about to move in. Today is our 12 days out of our 40-day fast. Some of us are ghouling, some of us are in the high vibration, and some of us are in the Martinet diet. Thank you for being here, beloved. As you can see with your own eyes, brethren, there is no pause, no break, no breather. None of that for 83. It's just storm after storm, calamity after calamities, cataclysm after cataclysm, judgment upon judgment. And it's not even the beginning yet. Those people haven't seen anything yet. In due time, they will come up and say, yay, this thing is being done by God. Then in due time, they'll say, God is against us. In due time, they'll come, they say, yo, the God of the black people is against us. Because what you see here, beloved, it's not something that's going to stop or it's just going to happen once in a lifetime or every 2-3 years. No. It's going to keep going and it's not going to stop. We give the Holy One great praise, great glory, beloved, okay? Let us move in with the prayer. There we go. Today is supposed to be their Memorial Day, if I may say so. Great glory to the Mighty One. Great praise to the Most High God Almighty. Thank you. Thank you, Father, for everything. Thank you for the storms. Thank you for the tornadoes. Thank you for the landslides. Thank you for the wars. Thank you for the destructions, the suffering. Thank you for all the terrible things that you are bringing upon this earth. As we are in our 12 days of fast, symbolically we dedicated each day to one of the tribes, each day to one of the zodiac signs. We are seeing with our own eyes the destructions of our enemy. We are seeing with our own eyes the great shame and the great reproach you give unto the wicked. The reason why all this are happening, it is because our punishment is over. And the iniquity of our enemies has just begun. Yea, when we look around this earth, things are not the same. Certainly, they are not better than before. Things somewhat drastically change. On the other hand, it's getting worse. We thank you for all your angels. We thank you for letting the Holy Spirit come in the midst of us. And she's doing a great, magnificent job. She's teaching us the truth and embellishing us with her wisdom. We are very grateful for your mercy that you are bested upon us and remove Jacob's trouble in the midst of all people. Yes, 16/19/2019. No one can't deny this. There is nobody, not even 83, can say this prophecy was not fulfilled. The only thing they can do is to ignore it, is to tell our people don't read, don't study, don't meditate, don't practice your magic, because you're going to hell just like they are. As we sit, we reminisce the past. We see and we understood the pride, the hope, the gloating so-called 83 used to have, and now they are humbled. Well, at least that's what we'll see. And now they are calm. Not so much of a calmness, but a despair. Not so much of a humility, but humiliation. It is so much so as the shame has engulfed their soul, or should I say the soulless body. And now they realize all the lies the priesthood of Mahan had told them. They cannot confront them, but they come in the midst of us. And they stole everything again, thinking they can do the same stuff that they did previously when they were in the blessing. If they are not stealing our scriptures, they are stealing our words to make their movies. Thank you to the beloved sister Jen that saw the kingdom of the planet of the apes. And to our amazement, she thought one of us wrote the entire movie. To our astonishment, she thought one of the brothers or the sisters of the nation were involved into this project, which gives you a clear idea that they're all watching. They've been watching. Ever since 1492, those people came in our Holy Land here in the fourth part. They've been watching, supervising, micromanaging, seeking, snitching, and spying. We thank the Holy One for showing them that he turned his face towards us and he turned his face away from them and redeem us and bring great redemption in the midst of us and great retribution in the midst of them. We thank the Mighty One. May his will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Greater love to the Holy Spirit, appreciation to our beloved brother, to all the angels and the beings that are watching over unto us here. We say thank you. Selah, so be it. Thank you, beloved brothers and sisters, for joining us. Keep on moving. Keep on pushing. We are in our 12 days of fast. Things are not doing too well for 83, but it's doing magnificently well for us. Each day, each fast, each hour, each minute, each seconds, getting us closer to our deliverance day. Once more, beloved, you may check our book right here. What is this? Oh, yeah. Once again, you can check the book, the AK Family Handbook, How to Do a Spiritual Background Check, Connect with Your Guardian Angel, and Develop Your Magical Abilities. We have 30 minutes, well, not a 30 minutes, we have a 30 seconds commercial by our beloved sister, Caroline, that we will play for the nation. Huh? No, Black. Right. Is the commercial? All right, that was a beloved sister make a commercial for the book. Then again, if you wish to get the book, you can go ahead and pre-order it on Amazon, and it will come out on June the 25th, 2024, and the physical copy will come out. If you are unable to order it on your app or on your tablet or Apple device or whatever, you may want to wait until the day, which is the one day after the fast. The fast will be over on the 24th, and the book will come out the next day. We will come and celebrate together and have a little time together and things like that. Okay? All right. So you can go ahead and read everything here. Okay. You can have everything. It's 435 pages. That's the digital one. And then you can go ahead and wait for the other, for the actual physical copy. Okay, so let us go ahead and watch a little bit of more of that
weather out there. Relentless storms in the middle of the
weather.
country. Tornadoes and other extreme weather killed at least 19 people in 4 states over the weekend. And this twister on your screen right now in southern Missouri yesterday shredded everything in its path. And that followed a tornado disaster in Cook County, Texas. That's just north of Dallas. That would have been much worse if one person hadn't poisoned dozens of others to safety. Dave Malkoff is at the scene. He's in Valley View, Texas for us with that story and many more. Dave, good morning to you.
Good morning. This car was one of many tossed from that truck stop back there. There's a gas pump over there that was uprooted and thrown over here. There's a story of survival here as well, but let's start with this. There are people across the South and Midwest who are waking up to just this morning, a trail of destruction.
Right in front of us.
A violent tornado in southern Missouri ripped a roof off Sunday as it tossed debris dozens of feet in the air. And that dangerous debris rained down with large scraps of metal and wood landing on the roadway. Sunday's violent storms came after deadly tornadoes carved paths of destruction through Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Severe weather led to at least 8 deaths in that state alone. And in another hard-hit area north of Dallas, Texas, at least 7 people ages 2 to 72 died in Cook County.
This building literally exploded.
It's kind of hard to tell, but this was the truck stop at I-35 exit 483, the only shelter for holiday travelers.
What we heard was, get to the bathroom now. And that's when everything hit.
The only place to survive was the sturdy bathrooms in that hallway back there.
We went into the gas station thinking, okay, we're sheltered. But that person's voice gave everyone a specific spot to be, and that person saved probably 50, 60 lives.
Can you see where the bathrooms are in here?
Yes.
The voice Ricky heard was Hugo Parra. Traveling with his family, he quickly became the hero of exit 483 by knowing an interior space was the place to go.
When I say, let's go to the restrooms, the dispatcher started, hey, go. And everybody listened and everybody go to the restrooms.
The local emergency manager tells CBS News nobody died in the gas station, confirming possibly over 100 people survived in those bathrooms.
It was bad.
Thank you, Hugo Parra. You're awesome, bro. Thank you. Thank you for being brave.
Yeah, thank you, bro. He is a hero. If you look at what happened here, you can imagine how hard that is to survive. If you look at the tornado season so far, you will see that there are 300 tornadoes across the country so far this season, and that's the second most of any April on record.
We all need heroes like Hugo. Dave, thank you so much.
And that's like just 300 so far, beloved. Okay, that's 300 so far. Okay, let's take another one.
New tonight, mud and water still cover the basements of several people's homes in Kellogg. Cleanup is still underway days after a flash flood damaged more than a dozen homes in one neighborhood there. Neighbors tell KCCI the water started flowing on Tuesday morning. KCCI's Ophelia Jacobson is in Kellogg with why people say they need more help than they're getting.
I've got a lot of stuff that isn't monetarily, a lot, but I'll never get it back.
So, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, this gentleman that you're watching here on your screen, obviously he has the typical features of 83, of course, no doubt. Now, because of what he said, because of what you're seeing, I mean, you don't need to have a PhD in sociology or psychology to see the sorrow, the grief, the sadness, the hopelessness, the despair upon this fellow face. Is this Jacob's trouble? is this gentleman is giving you the vibe that he's somehow going to put his white hood on and mounting his horse and come in the hood and grab our beloved and go put them in slavery. Again, because a camp or somebody online says so. Is this the face of a fellow or a group of people that are saying, hey, oh boy, thank God we are about to get another blessing. We are about to inherit the land. The dude just literally say here that, hey, I would never get it back. Is that what that is? Is it someone like this fellow that have hope of going in heaven or paradise? Is that what that is? Is he going to be raptured? You think anyone that will or is going to be raptured will worry about materialistic thing or materials things, whatever you want to put it? Is that what that is? When we look at this fellow with this American flag, with the black flag, police brutality, back the blue and all that, and you see this dude, he literally stand there and telling you, yo, I will never get this back. And it will take them 40 to 50 years for them to have this back. That is if they work really well. Be at peace, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. If this is Jacob's trouble, then we are not Jacob. If this is Jacob's trouble, wherever those people are, they are going through that trouble. When you hear the storms, when you hear the floods, the tornado, the earthquakes, the wildfire, fear not. This is no man doing. You think the so-called 83 will do something like that to hurt their own people? You think the elite will have somewhat a weapon or a device they can control the weather, and then they are destroying their supervisors, the people that are spying on us, the people that keep a watch on us, the people that voting for them, the people that tell them, hey, I see one of them walking in the neighborhood. Hey, I see this, I see that. You think that's what they'll do? Yet, beloved, when we look at the hood, like the saying say, it's all good in the hood, man. It's all good in the hood. Of course, beloved, the hood still have the two-third gang enemies. What do you expect? You can't change them. You can't stop them. You just leave them. However, this thing that we are witnessing here, as if when we watch with our spiritual eyes, we can see this is not upon us. This is not something that is affecting our people. And I thank the nation for your honesty. And I thank you for giving the straight answer, because sometimes when we say something, especially when I say something, people think I'm trying to fit things into prophecy. This is not fitting. This is very real. Let us keep on moving.
I've got a lot of stuff that
you gotta accept it, man.
Isn't monetarily, a lot, but I'll never get it back.
Never.
Kellogg Mayor Lonnie Huffaker is brought to tears thinking about how much he's lost. His home was flooded Tuesday after an early morning storm.
It blew out that window. That's where.
Now, one thing I respect about this gentleman, he didn't come here and say, we will rebuild. We are strong. We are not victims. We are survivors. We got money. We got pride. We got country. We got land. We got the government. We got our white supremacy. No, he just tell you straight up. There's nothing I can do about this, man. I'm not never gonna get it back. My house is destroying everything, man. I'm done. I ain't gonna rebuild. I ain't gonna go over there and do this stuff. I'm done.
Where it all came in, and
now what was once in his basement is now sitting in dumpsters outside of his home. And he's not the only one on cleanup duty.
I only know of 2 houses that didn't get impacted.
2 houses, the entire neighborhood. And then, of course, beloved, we know who this neighborhood is. If I get the name, I'll just, was that what that is? What, Kellogg homeowners cleaning up from watery mess. Well, if they give me the place, I'll look the demographic. But of course, beloved, we do know this is not a neighborhood that will find certain people. Yeah.
Other than that, every other house at minimum has their basement destroyed.
Jasper County Emergency Management says 18 homes were damaged in Kellogg.
18 homes were damaged. At this point right now, the nation, they can just hear everything and see everything, and then they'll just type everything.
15 of those homes are right here in this neighborhood.
There's really not any words for it. I think that we're still in shock.
Matt Perry and his fiancee Tracy Allen Powley's basement was flooded. This is a photo of the water in their basement.
It wasn't just, a couple inches in our basement. It was a raging river coming through our homes.
And this is how high the water was in their backyard. Now their yard is flooded with their belongings, drying out in the sun. The couple is estimating $100,000 in damages.
When we moved in and purchased the home, they said we were not in a flood zone. So we did not need we did not need flood insurance.
Now they're asking FEMA to step in.
There you go. There you go. Now we need FEMA, man. We need FEMA. You see, the camps or other people, they won't tell you those things are happening. They won't tell you that, hey, now those people are begging FEMA to come over here to put them in camp. So I don't know, give them money or whatever the hell they want to say out there. See, FEMA is too busy. FEMA is way too busy. There is so much going on for FEMA to come in the hood and say, you know what, we're going to ignore those people. We're going to take you. Hey, you, come here. Who are you going to worship? Yahweh or this guy? Who is this guy? His name is Jesus. Jesus? Yeah. Cesar Borgia. I never heard of him before. Well, would you worship him and stuff? No. Well, then putting in the camp and gas him and kill him, and then go get his women, his sister, his mother, and then do stuff unto them, grape them and wrap them and take everything, and then so this camp over there can be right. So the chariot can come and then destroy America and take them to Ishland, and then they can live there raping and do all those stuff to our women, make them wear clothes, cover everything, and then because they are sexual, women is like vile and stuff. We men, we go our own way. Me, that other dude, and all the other dudes, we all about that dude stuff, playing Lil Nas X, hold down horse and ride each other, make an eagle move. Yeah, that's what that is. Nah, you won't see those guys coming over there and say anything about that. They won't say anything about this because there's nothing to say here. What they're gonna say? They're gonna say, Big Levi, you have to understand. She's a paid actor. Those people are paid actor. This is not real. They pay them to do that. Yeah, whatever you say, son. Just whatever you say. Let's keep on moving.
So we did not need we did not need flood insurance.
Now they're asking FEMA to step in.
We need help. This is a disaster.
The mayor says the city of less than 600 people will continue to lean on each other.
We'll get through it. We'll see what, everybody's helped everybody, so we're good that way.
In Kellogg,
this dude is being honest. We'll get through it. We'll see what that thing's are. We will rebuild. We'll come back better, stronger. Okay. Keep provoking the Most High. Keep provoking His Majesty. Keep provoking Him. Oh, we will rebuild, we'll do this. Not only whenever you say that, He will destroy you much more. You know what's going to happen even worse? The others. He's going to teach them a lesson. He's going to keep doing this to you until He humbled you.
Ophelia Jacobson, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Jasper County was included in the governor's disaster emergency proclamation, and it provides grants of up to $5,000 for households with incomes up to 200% of the federal poverty level. Residents tell KCCI that we spoke to today say they do not.
There was a video of Indiana, the Indiana 500. Bodies of 2 children found after tornado in Valley. There is, okay, let's go to Fox News, Fox Weather. It's pretty good.
Well, more storms are expected to fire up along the East Coast today, included in that major cities with major remembrance ceremonies for those that, of course, paid the ultimate price for our freedom in Washington, D.C., and New York City as we honor and remember Memorial Day. Nearly 125 million people in the path of severe weather today. Let's show you what we have going on. There's a couple of different pockets that we want to focus in on. Of course, you can see in parts of central Texas that red, indicative of where we have that level 2 out of 5 on our severe weather threat from Dallas to just north of Houston. And then more specifically, you zone in on parts of the southeast, mid-Atlantic, and northeast. And all of that energy is shifting toward the east coast of the United States.
I believe there's a video concerning the Indiana 500, significant damage, Memorial Day storm. I've watched it a few days. Well, yesterday I was watching it. It was the Indiana 500, the racing things that they had. Okay. I may have to type it in because they have to evacuate it. You know what? Let's type it in. I don't think I can see it here. Let's type it in. Indy 500 evacuated well, let's put storms. Okay. I think this is the one. That's the one. Let's watch it.
Good evening. I'm John Yang. Powerful storms have killed at least 14 people, including 2 children, and left a trail of destruction across Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. The storms crossed Texas highways, tossing trucks and demolishing roadside structures in small towns. A local sheriff assessed the damage in his community.
We can rebuild property, and you know, as horrible as this looks, probably in 2-3 months, it won't look like this. It'll be better, but the loss of life is just tragic. It's always tragic, and you know, that's what hurts most.
At least 7 of the dead were in Cook County, Texas, near the Oklahoma border. In Arkansas, massive trees were uprooted. Across the region, hundreds of thousands of people remain without power. Severe storms delayed the start of today's Indianapolis 500. Race officials evacuated about 125,000 people who had gathered for the annual Memorial Day.
Beloved, I don't think people understand the magnitude of this shame. Oh, this is beautiful. That's beautiful right here. I didn't see this. I stopped it at the right moment. You can see this right here, you know, if you have eyes, and then you can see the other one right there. There you go.
Weekend event.
Right there. But anyway, 125,000 people evacuated on the Memorial Day. Do you know who are the true fan of racing, car racing? Because our people are not really, most of our people don't even know what is the Indy 500 because they are not a fan of it. They somewhat see it, but they don't know what the hell is that. Do you know who's the main base Can you describe to us the people that are the main base of this Indy 500 or this whatever that racing things going on here? Do you see the great reproach the Mighty One did? He doesn't even allow them to gather together and enjoy this form of deity. And for some reason, those people, they act like this is something that is being done by the so-called elite, or China is doing this. See, the base of those people are the typical rural, evangelical, buck-tooth monster. The backward scum, they are the typical, they are the base of this thing. Can you imagine paying whatever money that is, and then you get into this stuff, and then next thing you know, they said, hey, get your slack jaw ass out of here before this tornado come and kill all of you. See, they don't have any peace. They will not have peace. There is a video that we made a few years ago. I will play it right after that, but let's keep on watching, okay?
The National Weather Service says there's a high risk of severe thunderstorms tonight from the Ozarks into the Ohio Valley region. In the Mideast tonight, an exchange of fire between Israel and Hamas. Palestinian medics say 22 people were killed.
Nah. I don't need any of this garbage. What's going on here? This is not, I'm not interested in this. Is that what that is? No, well, let's take more of the. There was a video that gives much more better perception on this. Why is it? What the hell? Well, let's put tornadoes. Tornado. Whoops. Fox weather. Oh, that's Fox weather, China. That's good. That's good. 5 years. No. Oh, well, whatever. Let's go back to the beginning. We'll take any because some video. 8 people dead in Arkansas. Okay, there are so much here. Drone. Okay, let's sometime. No, these guys can strike me because they are chasers. All right, let's watch this one. It's probably going to be a little bit graphic, but hey, let's watch that.
Let's start with the story here. The gentleman who owned this home, his name is Gabriel, and he told me he worked his entire...
Listen to the guy name and then type it in the midst of the comment. Like, damn.
Let's start with the story here. The gentleman who owned this home, his name is Gabriel, and he told me he worked his entire life to be able to afford a place like this. As you can see, all of his walls are gone. All of his belongings, everything that was in his home is destroyed beyond repair, and he has put all of it over there in that fire pit. In there, that is his furniture, it is his kids' clothes, it is his family momentum, his toiletries, everything personal to Gabriel is burning live on television because none of it is salvageable. The things he has lost, that is tragic, but what Gabriel told me he witnessed, that is traumatizing. After the tornado hit, Gabriel told me he walked down this way, noticing all of his neighbors' homes were also gone. And that is when he found 3 of their bodies. I want you to take a look at this photo. This is the Esparza family. That is the mother, Laura, there in the middle, and her beloved children, Miranda and Marco, you see there on her sides. Gabriel told me that he found their bodies and he covered them with blankets until he was able to get first responders through to take care of them. I just spoke in the last hour with extended family members of the Esparza family. They are trying to pick up the pieces, as you can imagine, of the kid's cousin, a young woman. I just spoke with her, and she told me right now she is most focused on figuring out how the kid's surviving sister is going to survive this.
I mean, she doesn't have a mom and her siblings. I wouldn't imagine losing my mother in just a heartbeat.
Teresa, I want to point out to our viewers that a lot of the families here who have lost their homes, they know the Esparza family. And if they don't know that family, they know several of the other folks, the 4 victims who have died here, killed by this tornado. The people out here, they are in deep pain, but they are pushing through it. It is hot. They've not eaten. They've not slept in 2 nights. I know this is gruesome, but many of their pets have died and their pets' bodies are mangled out here in the debris, and they're pushing through that pain to try to find anything salvageable at all. A lot of the people here, they tried to ride out the tornado at home, but many of them went over to the nearby Shell station. That is where my colleague, Tiffany Liu, is. Tiffany.
So, as you can see, this thing is getting worse. Gabrielle is in the midst a hell of a lot of things. Let's watch this one right here.
Yeah, Teresa, that's exactly what many of the folks who live here would tell you. And we'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. But keep in mind, we are at a marina, so we're on the water. This looks like something you would see after a hurricane, not a tornado or even a severe thunderstorm. I show you this boat dock in particular, which is in poor shape, but still standing, because it should give you a better sense for the damage at the boat dock next door. One couple told us earlier they could only point out where their family boat should be. They don't know if it's underneath that mass of sheet metal underwater or floating somewhere in Lake Ray Roberts. And yes, we have heard reports of that. But as you mentioned, Teresa, the more heartbreaking damage is probably about 300 yards away at the marina's RV park. It's hard to distinguish which home is which because some 20 campers and trailers are now basically piled on top of each other. Marina staff says somehow no one was seriously injured here. That is especially stunning because some residents did not escape their RVs. Donald Wiley's one of them. He clung to a mattress as the wind carried his camper about 150 feet.
That was an experience. Lucky to be alive after what I'm seeing, because it could have easily pinned me against something and just crushed me. And all I come out was a scratch on the elbow.
So he and his neighbors spent their day looking for the essentials, car keys, important documents, and family keepsakes. They can't start tearing down debris until the insurance adjusters come through and survey the damage. Here at the dock, cleanup will take weeks, if not longer. Keep it.
So, now a lot of people are wondering why is this happening. Well, 3 years ago we had this video. For the chosen there will be light, joy, and peace, but for you, the impious, there will be a curse. So, and trouble, this is 100 years out of that 400 years. Okay, so this book, 100 years of lynchings. All right, we used to make lessons on this. Okay, first Negro at West Point knife by fellow cadets. Texans lynch one Negro. You're wondering what the hell is going on in Texas? Why it's going on? Okay, news has been received here. The lynching of a Negro in this part of Madison County on Tuesday night. He was accused of riding his horse over a little white girl and injuring her. On Wednesday, it was discovered that the one Negro has been gotten hold on by a mob. The guilty one made his escape. So that's what you people used to do, okay? You come up with stories, say a black man with his horse run over a little white girl, and then you just grab the dude you want to kill, and then you kill one of our brother, you lynch him over there in Texas, and then after that you say, oh, the guilty one got away, and then, but at least we got one of them, okay? That's what's happening, okay? That's what's happening in Texas right now because of 100 years of lynching. We still got this book. Sometime we go in there, but we know exactly why those things are happening. If you even go further, okay, white superiority in Florida, Sam Holt burn, Kissimmee Valley, Florida Gazette, okay? All those things you people did to our folks, all right? We used to go into scriptures, but the mighty one said you don't have to show anything, prove anything. This is Brother Archie right there doing the Inquisition, okay? You took the brother, you burn him to the stake. This is the priest of Mahan right there with the course say accept white Jesus. This is doing Jacob's trouble. Okay, who do you guys serve? White Jesus or whoever? He said no. I'll go to hell or whatever. Okay, and we used to talk about Haiti. Oh, this is good. Let's watch this because we don't have that map anymore. Okay, this is the Atlantean Pole and the Bermuda Triangle.
Those innocent people, because when you came here, that's all you did. You kill and burn all the innocent people. What is it? Yeah.
Look, that's your son.
Okay, all right. I'll watch it later. Okay.
And mommy wants to.
Okay, all right. That's great. All those innocent people.
Yeah, that was my daughter. She was like 7 years old at that time. Oh boy, where did the time goes?
You killed, you murdered, you take all the golds. The street were loaded with gold, and there are certain things they will not tell you. And his book, Christopher Columbus, I'm speaking French now. Christopher Columbus, the tree of life. The Christopher Columbus, when he come in these areas, okay, he saw those things. He saw certain stuff. The angel, I mean, the people had. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, you see the petals, the trees, the flowers. This is what we know in the tree of lives, and the lines, the ley lines over there in Haiti. I had the map. You know, we used to go deep in that, but hey, the Holy One say you don't have to do that much work anymore. They know what's going on. They watch the videos. They know why this thing is going to happen.
He mentioned that. He said certain technology that he saw the people had over there. Okay, till now they cannot reverse engineering those technology. Okay, till now.
See the petals, the flowers.
So those people were innocent, but Father was so angry, he sent those guys to punish the wicked. What did they do? Isaiah 6. Okay, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and give them unto thy hand. So he gave his people unto the hand of the wicked to punish them. They were supposed to beat and kill, rape, rob, murder the wicked one, and then leave the place, and then go ahead and then leave us alone. Yet,
but they didn't.
Not only they killed, the rape, and rob the wicked, and then they did worse to the innocent people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, beloved, that's their job. Their job was to destroy the wicked. The 2/3 that was doing this thing in the midst of us, they were supposed to take them out and then leave the righteous alone. They didn't. Not only they take some of the 2/3, a little bit of them out, and they went after us. They're trying to wipe us out of the land so they can inherit the blessing. The 70 shepherds leave none alive. They destroy us. And now this is what you see happening in Texas. We did warn you years ago about this. We have plenty of videos where we warn the nation, the people that, hey, this thing going to come upon you and it's going to come hard, dog. You won't be able to escape. You will deny it. And in the first, you will deny it. You'll say, oh, well, I'm mad at Bill Gates. I'm mad at the elite. They're all doing this. And then now you see the elites are catching hell. They are dying. You think the ND 500 is owned by Bucktooth Monster, one of those rural area MAGA hat fellow poor dudes drinking beer and having fun with his cousin, which is his first cousin, which is also his wife. No. Nah, it's owned by one of the so-called elites. That's why you see this thing in the midst of them right now. They are acting like they are confused, so they can confuse our people, because some of our people see life through their eyes. And a lot of people out there can see this. They can feel it. They can taste it. They can smell it. They know for a fact whatever is going on out there is happening to you people. You're doing the best to distract us. Well, Puff Daddy, you have to understand, Big Levi. You know, yeah. If it wasn't R. Kelly, now it's Puff Daddy. And people just like amazed, like, wow, Puff Daddy is into this thing. He's into this, he's into that. I'm just amazed. Some people, I went to a very well-known channel that, all about Africa, and they were asking the host of this channel about Ruto. Ruto, is that what that is? The Kenyan president, Ruto, that came in and have dinner with Biden and cleave unto him, and they had no answer for those people. And the people was like, well, why did Kenya sell out? And this is what happened. When you think, because all African or people in Africa, all of them are all people, make no doubt, we have our beloved over there in Africa. I mean, we have a lot of people over there, man. If not most of them. It's only a small a percentage of the people that are oppressing the true people over there. The average Kenyan don't want no smoke, nothing. If you ask the average Kenyan, say, hey, yeah, there's a little country over there. Those people look like you, but they are not you, though. We're going to go over there and kill them and do stuff. They're like, yo, we got enough hash over there to worry about, man. Whatever the hell those people are, leave them alone. We got things. Yo, the Kenyan parliament told those people, we're not going to go over there. But the president, a Philistine, those are the true Philistine, and his wife and the other and his other acolytes, they say, hey, let's invade. But they still delay things. They still delayed that. They still delayed those. They still, well, we're going to invade. You know, we have to make this right. Yeah, no, the Kenyans, the true Kenyans, they don't want any of that smoke. Nobody does. If you go, you ask the average American, even the bucktooth monsters, the rural dude, you ask the average rural dude, you say, hey, we're going to go take all your money and we're going to defend those people because of freedom. They're like, oh, hell no, man. Whatever those people are going over there, let them go through their issue. We are enough things over there. We got this drugs epidemic in the midst of us, this fentanyl, and these things. And no, we need you to come here, you know, to take off our hash. Let those people alone. Most people on this earth do not want any war, any conflict. They just want to be left alone. It is the little small minority of 83 that always like to stalk things. They always like to go over there and give you the wrong information. Oh, there's gangs over there. They got huge guns in the poor country. Yeah, where did they get those guns? Who manufacturing those guns? Oh, well, we don't know. We don't know how they get there. We don't know who they get it. See, those Kenyan president, those are the people, the descendants of the Goliath, the descendant of the people who used to war all the time. The one that took and stole the Ark of the Covenant, and then they realized the Ark of the Covenant was making them sick. They were bleeding everywhere, including their privates. They had to return it. Those are the same people now. And to make it look good, you see, 83 cannot just invade like this. Well, Esau cannot just invade like. They have to make it seem that, hey, those are the black people. We give them $300 million so they can go over there and deal with the other black people. We're not doing anything. Then again, like we said, it has to be the Marines, not a few guys. It has to be the entire core of the Marines have to go there and put their feet upon the land, and they will know which is checking. They don't check out, and they will know the true meaning of the name Adonai. Let them come. Let them come. They're supposed to come. They have to come. They don't want to. They are doing the best, but they have to. They have to come. You see, a lot of the stuff that you know about Haiti is just superficial. It's just the surface. But you don't know the true mysticism or the true and invisible, the supernatural things about Haiti. You don't. There's a reason why Christopher Columbus went there. He went everywhere, did not get off the boat. When the guy said, there's land over there, let's go. He said, I ain't get off that boat. I gotta go there. That's my destination. And he went there. There's a reason. We'll see. We'll watch. We're all here. You think you're on your blessing? You think you can just invade again, go to the temple, get another blessing, and come back, do another 400 years? We'll see. Oh, they've been talking about going there forever now. But it's time. Well, we got a delay and stuff. And those people were asking the host, like, yo, talk about that Ruto dudes. What the hell is going on? He's sold out. Okay, you guys keep telling us to go back in Africa, or everybody in Africa is our friend or whatever, but this guy's sold out. We see what he's going to do with our brothers. He's going to invade this country over there, and our brothers over there, they look like us too. But why? There's no answer for this. Which can clearly tell you everything about anyone. Some people are there. They are not there to, they are here for your attention and the subscribe and likes and the money and the stuff like that. They are not here to telling you the truth. And you can see this Kenyan president, man, he went, they threw him a party. All the 83 was there. They chill, they ate, they drank together. And behind closed door, they do stuff to each other, mostly cowboyism going on over there. But all these things, like I said, the average people anywhere on earth, you ask the average people, hey, I'm going to send your son to die in a war that has nothing to do with us. People are like, yo, I don't want my, no, I ain't going to send my son there. I ain't going to send my daughter there. But if you come to me and say, hey, your freedom is in danger. There's a group of gangs in Haiti. They're about to attack you. They are coming here. We need that money to, people will not think one, hey, go ahead and send this and do this, do that. The average people don't want any of that smoke. If you go, I'm dead serious. You go, you take anybody, especially the evangelical Christian, the average one. You said, hey, would you like to go on a war with God and his mighty angel and his people? We got technology, we can beat him. We got the space guardian. We got missiles, AI. We can beat God. The average mofo will tell you, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you off your racket? Of course I'm not gonna join band with you, but you can't tell them that. You have to say, hey, alien or invaded. The alien gonna come here and try to take your freedom. So we need you to fight. They'll come to our people and say, hey, remember Will Smith? Remember Welcome to Earth? I remember that. Well, we need you in the army so you can fight those aliens. But none will say, well, what the hell do those aliens need from us? Like, what do we have? Well, they want to enslave you and steal your freedom. Freedom? When did we ever have freedom? When that happened? Well, the alien over there, they're trying to kill you and stuff like that. You need to join us. They're going to have to lie and say something. But most people really, beloved, they don't want any of that, especially with the mighty one power. But they're going to have it. It's going to happen. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can say. It will happen. That's why Putin already went straight forward and say, hey, this is Black Jesus, and I'm worshiping this, and I'm not about this thing. And the blessing is over. I enjoy mine. Don't get me wrong. I get all the money. But when it comes to fighting this dude, I'm not about that smoke, man. And please spare me and my people. And if anything happen, I'm ready to serve. And please just spare me and my family and my race and my people and my country, which is not Russia, but a place that coming. Spare me. But the typical pride-filled 83, like, oh, well, I ain't gonna do this. Burn all Bible. Yeah, that's gonna do something. That's gonna do something. All right, let me see. Let me seek. Well, no. What is this? What is that? I supposed to have this. What? No. Sometimes this thing get a little confusing, but StreamYard is the best. It's making things easier. I just need to get use of it. Let me put that's my face over there. No, I don't want my face there. There we go. Good. So now, beloved, we have the book. You can pre-order it. Okay, it will be out in about 28 days. Today is our 12 days of fasting. Some of us are ghouling, some of us are in high vibration, and some of us are in the Martinet diet. I thank each one of you that came here today, and you can go ahead and join our Patreon. You know what? I haven't talked about Patreon for a while now. The hell is going on with me? Let me refresh that. I haven't talked about Patreon for a while. All right. And I got a message, man. I got a message. All right, let's share this. I got a message on Patreon. Okay, you can join our Patreon, and the book link is posted there. We have the beautiful pictures of the beloved brothers and sisters the AK student made. Yesterday was graduation, and today is Memorial Day. The post office is not open. I was going to mail all the certificates, but they're not open. So this is the beautiful images that the AK made for the nation. If you would like to have them, you can go ahead to our Patreon and sign up and download them and use them for your videos, use them for you can print them and put them in your living room and things like that. So we have that over here for the nation to see and then download and have and things like that. Those are the beautiful stuff the people have done, and you can get them. All right, then we'll stop right here. You can, this is all the file, you can have them. Chapter 4, restructuring schools for group competitiveness. This is for Powernomics. Okay, nationalism and pluralism we are studying. Okay, brainwashing for life and things like that. So we are moving fast, we are moving well. Okay, this is Powernomics. You can have those beautiful pictures of our brothers and sisters. You know, if you want, you can go ahead and download them, and we can have we can have a positive picture, a positive image of our people. All right, so. If you wish to study with us, join on to us. We have a great community on Patreon. This is good, and this is nice. All right, then. Yes, so that's what that is. You can join us. The link is in the description, and you can get the book. You can do whatever that you please. Beloved, we will leave you with peace. We will leave you with love. We will leave you with great blessing. Say shalom. And I will see you folks, tonight for the class. Man, I haven't put the link yet. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have the class, we'll resume. I believe by the end of this fast, we should be done with Powernomics, okay? And we'll see you tonight, okay, beloved? I say shalom. Blessing and love.